So Jaws D can't join us because he's in the middle of moving to that deluxe apartment in the sky. He's moving on up. So it's just me today, and we're going to be talking about some new images that have dropped for Masterpiece MP-47 Hound. It seems that Amiami got a full photo shoot as well as the final pre-order for MP Hound, and we got to finally see what truly is going to be coming with this character outside of just a rumored list like we discussed previously. And some of the things that were on that list were true, and then there was some stuff we didn't even know about that ended up being in that list. So when we look at the photos, we see that the spike that's going to be coming with Hound is very nicely articulated, not a simple kind of articulation that came with, like, let's say, the MP-10 Optimus Prime and stuff like that. The hologram projection, as we kind of predicted, is a driver done in a clear kind of plastic. It almost looks like they just kind of took the spike mold and they just kind of freezed it without articulation in a driving position. The hologram projection, again, like we predicted, is just a flash of hologram projection. We got the spare tire. We got the gas can. All things that, as I predicted, are something that, while in vehicle mode, will be present when you transform. Just like the original G1 toy, they're kind of going to get in the way, so there's something that really has to be kind of removed. Same thing with the hologram projecting weapon, aka his shoulder cannon. That's there. His gun, his side mirrors, which again are also something that's removable. The two faceplates. Everything looks spectacular. Now, the one accessory that threw a lot of people off, and I remember when I saw it right away, I started chuckling to myself because I remember exactly where this came from. Mostly because I'm a big fan of Brawn, and so I kind of found it funny how they looked alike. They showed a canopy accessory that could be used as a shield or becomes the roof/canopy of Hound's alt mode. Now, a lot of people were confused by this. They were like, what is this? Is this meant for something for a repaint down the line from him or something? No, this is actually something that was in the show. It was only used once, only very quickly. In the Season 2 episode, Atlantis Arise, the Autobots, I believe it was Bumblebee, Wheeljack, I think Ironhide was there, and Hound, were all going to go underwater, and since all of the ones I've mentioned outside of Hound kind of have like a hood and a roof and their windows could be rolled up so they could go underwater no problem, Hound doesn't have that. So he actually unveiled for the first time his canopy underwater mode. And I'll try to find some images and post some images together of what that looked like in the show. So if you want to see it in action, I'll try to post an image on my Twitter or an animated GIF on my Twitter, and I'll post some images in the segment too, so you can get an idea of what that is. That's from Season 2 episode Atlantis Arise. But I mean, this isn't the first time that like weird one episode quick kind of stuff has been included with Masterpiece toys. Because, like, you know, Sunstreaker came with the alien mask from Hoist Goes to Hollywood. And then we had even Grapple, his Masterpiece, came with his little, like, digging accessory that was from the Master Builder. So it's not weird for a Masterpiece toy to kind of look at Season 2 and take those quick moment stuff to make extra accessories. I mean, as long as it doesn't jack the price up too much, it's always welcome to be there. It's a little extra thing there. And again, you know, hey, Hound had an underwater mode. Even though it's funny because even if you look back through Transformers Generation 1 history, like even in like the first couple episodes, I believe it was episode 2 of Morta Meets the Eye Part 2, you know, he was fighting Rumble underwater, and he didn't really have an underwater mode there. He just kind of had the underwater mask. So it's kind of funny, this Jeep character that's known for off-road and being friends with the human and all this underwater stuff that's associated with him, as opposed to the likes of, let's say, a Sea Spray. It's very funny. But getting back to the Masterpiece toy, like, I mean, he looks really good. Looks really good. I also like that they show he kind of, you know, throwing back to that old alternators kind of thing. You could still look under the hood and see what could be an engine, which is really just, you know, all the articulated parts in his arms and stuff like that. He looks great. He looks really good. I'm very impressed. I like all the stuff that's here. We got an update on what is the pre-order price. So on Amiami, at least, it's 13,000 yen. A little, actually, like 14,000 when you really, you know, nickel and dime it. So it's about 14,000 yen. So more or less what Sunstreaker cost, as I predicted originally when he shipped. So he's going to be in that same price point. We actually have an image here of him next to Ironhide, and he's a lot shorter than Ironhide, but Ironhide was one of those larger masterpieces of the, quote, Autobot cars. But he fits in right where he belongs. And I really dig this a lot. He looks really good. Very nice looking character. And again, the little canopy thing, the key, I forgot to mention also the key accessory, which we talked about, that's supposed to go with Ravage. So it's cool too because he has a little hook on his hip where the key could go, although in the show it went on his hip and then it fell right off and Ravage grabbed it to escape the cage. Purpose or not, we don't know. Actually, we do know, but the point is this looks great. This looks great. I really dig it. I'm really excited about him. One of the nicer Masterpiece toys, really gets everything, that was really wanted. Fluoro Deary design represented very well here. Everything's awesome. And, to include a articulated spike works all out the better. So definitely let me know what you think about this, guys. And now we got an answer for that little canopy thing because so many people were confused about it when the news broke this morning.